are live on YouTube. Are we live on YouTube? Let's see.
Oh, that's big. That's big. That's
We
big.
are live on YouTube.
Okay.
Are we live on YouTube? Let's
That
see.
should be all the ones that we have so far.
Awesome.
Oh,
Let's go.
that's big.
Okay,
That's
do you
big.
want
That's
to
big.
start now? Live on YouTube.
Which is pretty good.
Okay.
All
Are we
right,
live
let's
on
see.
YouTube? Let's
That
see.
should be. Neil is a mad typist. What was your words per minute again? Did we talk about that last time?
230. Yeah, 230. I should flex
Yeah,
it up.
I remember. Okay, yeah.
Can't stop flexing about it.
I mean, fair enough. It's like,
My bad, guys.
mine's way less.
Yeah, you could
That's
flex.
okay. Alrighty. Yeah, feel free to do any tweeting and whatever you need to do.
Oh, I forgot about you tweeting.
That's fine. Don't no
Hey, we
stress.
notified everyone
All
about the
good.
stage, guys. It's live.
It's
Awesome.
all good.
It's awesome.
You know.
It's live.
Listen, as long as we're here at 7, which is the time that we have right now here, for me at least, we're gonna be okay. And if anything else delays for a couple of seconds, it's gonna be fine.
It's kind of
All right, let's see.
fine.
Oh, that.
Okay, so
Hello. People are coming in. That's what we want to
hi,
see.
guys.
Yeah. Real time to get server sources out. Listen, okay? Just wait a second.
Should we leak it? No, we don't. We should not. Let's
Wait,
not.
I don't even know. Let me see.
Uh,
Yeah. Give it to me. Let's go. We waited for. Yeah. Alrighty. See, this is
40 people? That's
now
good.
we're
Oh,
streaming
yeah.
in.
Now we're really ramping it
Hello,
up.
everyone.
Welcome.
See, sometimes you just need to give people like a couple of minutes. You know, it's like you can't always start on the dot. It's
Definitely.
it hurts my German heart to not be punctual like this, but you know, it is what it is. I'm kidding. It's fine. It's fine.
We. Oh my
We have more
God,
people than
nice.
Are you sure that the
Nice.
average Twitch Riprod, I don't think the average Twitch stream has 28 people in it.
I mean, if you average them out with like 50,000 viewers and then 10 viewers, it does average out, I guess. By the way, guys, I'm gonna do some
Not
promotion.
normalized.
Please subscribe. But you can find your
we
the
go.
live stream right there, and it's recorded as well. And we will publish a transcript too.
Oh Jesus. Yep.
Go subscribe.
Awesome stuff. The media in Twitch, maybe. The media in Twitch, it has to 100% be like 1. I know like most people on Twitch don't have like any get like 0 views. So I don't know. I don't even know quite how that's possible, because like literally just, you know, turn on your own stream, have your mom, your cat, and your friend watch, and you know. But I don't know. It's fine. The average I gave does not account for outliers. Okay, that's fair. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, so first of all, we had that modding Q&A with Psyche, Zero, and Dev/Null on Tuesday. It's been really nice, and we are going to share some of the burning questions you guys have had.
Exactly.
And share the answers.
So
are you guys ready?
that was, yeah. Are you ready? We want to hear some noise. What was the one? We see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Anyone know that meme? Oh man, that's actually so old already. It's fine. But yeah, the basically, yeah, we talked to Slikey, Zero, Dev/Null, and I think first of all, I mean, I can speak for Neil in this case as well. First of all, like huge thanks for them to taking the time for the Q&A, because that was pretty awesome, and they took really a long time on
2 hours
like
exactly,
release
yeah.
day when update 5 released. When they still had to fix things with the and they still took their time after that. So we gotta commend them for that. That's like pretty freaking crazy.
Claps, guys. Clap.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And we got ourselves some really, really interesting questions, of course, from the community, and they answered them. And yeah, we'll just go through after this. The questions and answers will also be published as Neil, on the HytaleModding site, right? So yeah, exactly, HytaleModding.dev. So you will also be able to take a look at those afterwards. For the time being, in this case, we're going to sort of go through the questions. I'm going to read the answers, maybe add some of the context that we had while we were talking, because this is sort of the summary version of it. But generally speaking, there's already like quite a few things in there that are going to be, I think, that people are going to really like.
Okay, so do you want me to start with the first question?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I'll be sharing my screen for anyone that wants to see.
Yes.
And I think I've started sharing
yes.
the screen, yeah?
Right.
You guys can
So we're starting off.
into...
Yep, you can see I'm going to sort of read it out. I mean, you can read it as well, but I think otherwise we're just going to sit here for an hour in silence. That doesn't make any sense either. So yeah, so the first question is, when can we expect more documentation regarding custom UIs? So Slikey basically, first of all, said that the legacy custom UI system will not get further documentation. The reason for this is the UI is moving to Noesis GUI in the coming update 6. That is what he also tweeted already, but that's basically confirmed another time. And Noesis GUI already has its own documentation, so that the community basically can use that. Any sort of Hytale-specific UI docs will also come at some point after the update. There's no timeline for that yet, which we'll get into something about documentation in a second as well. But generally speaking, the legacy UI will not be removed in the near future, but it will be retired. So it's going to be slowly phased out. Certain things are going to be changed, sort of like piece by piece. Things are going to be changing. But the Noesis GUI update will come with a big change. So this is from 0. And basically, they are aware. They want to make sure that the community has the resources to learn how to use it. So they are planning on doing some sessions like basically the Q&A sessions. They also said that we're going to be having multiple sessions. Or we're going to have sessions semi-regularly, whatever that means. Obviously, the team is incredibly busy, right? So, taking like a couple of hours every so often to do these Q&A sessions is quite a big investment by them. But they said that they want to do that, so that's really freaking cool. But yeah, they want to provide primary sources for this, so it's going to be awesome in that regard. And then finally, Slikey also said we might add scripting support once the client-side visual scripting exists, possible client-side node-based scripting for the UI later. So what he was referring to there is that on Noesis, Oscar, are you talking about the Noesis editor? So from the Noesis website, is that what you're referring to? Yes. They said that you should be able to use that. I recall that correctly, right, Neil? I'm pretty sure that was the thing.
Yes.
Like you should be able to use that, but specifically the scripting part is currently not, or wouldn't be supported. And I think that's what's like
is supported for like a while until they have actual visual scripting. I think it's like he said that in the third reply, if you read that.
Exactly. And then that's what the scripting support is referring to. So they might do that. But as he says here, you can expect the UI to look more animated and alive over time once Noesis GUI particles and shader effects are used, and that the legacy system just can't do any of that right now. And also, the UIs won't be hard-coded. So there's a couple of hard-coded UIs right now. The tab menu, the character frame inventories, the crafting benches, all of those are hard-coded UIs. But as they are going to be moved over to the Noesis system, you will be able to then also modify them via the server. So in theory, you could then make completely custom, I don't know, like a furnace UI, I guess, in that case. So that's already really freaking cool, and I think that's peak. Once again, this is one of those things that, you know, it's gonna take some time because you know, they are just implementing the Noesis GUI now on this whole thing. So it's gonna be piecemeal by piecemeal, but still, though, it's gonna be really cool when all of the currently hard-coded ones are asset-driven as well. Huge. Yeah. So that's guys. I just want to say that's just the first question and answer, and I'm telling you, it's gonna get really good as well. That's like some.
Great,
it's yeah. It's already pretty good, but yeah.
We don't have
Can
a
we
date.
expect Noesis update?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
We
no
don't
date.
have
Yeah.
a date. Yeah, but it's going to happen in update 6 now. It could be a 20 pre-release update. It could be a 50 pre-release update, but it's gonna be update 6. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. Next
I
up,
worry about UI editing replacing when multiple mods want to edit the same thing. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I mean, I think it's one of those things where we'll probably cross that bridge when we come to it. Sort of, kind of an idea, I think.
Okay, guys,
but yeah,
that's the
all right.
third one.
Right, Machinima tools. Anyone excited for the Machinima tools over here? Do we want like a some update on that? Because oh boy, is there a crazy thing. So yeah, the question was, will the Machinima tools improve, you know, custom camera angles, keyframe animations, manipulating bones directly in game? And Slikey to that said, yes, the whole system is being rewritten server side here, even mentioning Arcaniacs and Qatar. And this is going to unlock way more capability. And the idea is that the current system was written almost 10 years ago, like, which is kind of crazy to think about. And it is client-side only. So it is all client-side, and the client spawns entities, those desync from the server. It's kind of, you know, it's basically not designed with what is the end goal. So that's why it's rewritten. It was designed to make the trailer, and now they're completely reworking it from the ground up. And the first system that actually uses the Noesis GUI is the Machinima as well, but the underlying tech right now still is the legacy stuff, but they're going to be replacing it with a server side. So spline entities, camera entities live on the server, collaborative editing. So basically what Slikey's vision was is that, you know, one person lays out a spline, others can build a tree, the third can refine the spline, and it's all just going to be done on the server. So you can make movies together on the server all at the same time. The crazy stuff. Crazy freaking stuff. And I'm this one of the ones that I'm also super excited for, because I think the Machinima tools can. I mean, that's gonna be so crazy. Multiplayer movie making. That's gonna be a new type of let's play. Let's make a movie together in Hytale. Absolutely amazing though. Yeah, that's their vision for the Machinima tools. So what they have right now is very much the legacy stuff, and the idea also to give like one last type of context. The issue with it being local is that all of those things are just locally saved, but with a system that works on the server, it would also enable you to play the basically cutscenes for everyone, right? So that would basically make it. I mean, this is just what I'm assuming, right? This is not this is just my interpretation of it. But yeah, let's basically the idea of you probably being able to go into a room and then a cutscene plays, and that's just server side for that specific player. I think that the possibilities are crazy cool. It's gonna be so damn cool. But yeah. Those were just 2 questions, guys, so far. You know, I'm just saying. It's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. But yeah.
We also have an answer on shared source, guys. We're gonna do that towards the end.
Exactly. There is an update on shared source, okay? And that's
crazy.
This is how you keep retention, okay? Oh, we should have said it when we had the 50 people in here. Ah,
Oh yeah.
how dare you tease us? Well, listen,
Next
you
time we get
gotta
50 people in here, we're gonna.
exactly.
I'm waiting till we get 50 people in here. Tell your
It's
friends, guys.
exactly. We're gonna be like, listen, if we don't get 20 likes on the YouTube stream, like we're not gonna continue. Okay, hello, we need the 20 likes. Okay, what is this? I'm kidding, guys. We're just messing with y'all. Oh, that's fun though. All right, I
Okay.
guess we
Yeah.
can
Question number 4.
take a look at the next one. Yeah, that's
Okay. It's
I think
about
it's
it's
a
about
small one,
rendering.
but yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Rendering.
Yes, so that is the screen effects post processing, and currently there's nothing planned for that. So, are there any plans to expand the API for screen effects or post processing? This feature is not planned as of now, but if we need it for Chapter 1, we'll work on it. Small per feature rendering work is deprioritized in favor of renderer modernization. So it's just they don't want to, add like crazy complicated things and then have to rework everything again. See question below. Well, that's well, I mean, that does not exist there. Listen, this is what I said. It's a little bit scuffed right now, okay? Riprap,
Guys.
please,
Yeah.
calm down a little bit. It's just a little bit scuff, it's totally fine. We're totally good. But yeah, basically, when it comes to that, and just like with a lot of the different things that they're wanting to add, it's just one of those things where it doesn't make any sense if they have a legacy system that they pretty much know that is going to become legacy at some point, or it already is legacy. They're already working on a modern version of it. It really doesn't make that much sense to go too much into the legacy system and continue to develop for that. So I think that that's fair. But it is basically the case if they need it for their own workflow, then they will basically add some small stuff. But right now, not really in the courts.
Guys, 10 people are on YouTube. So, hi guys. If you're wanting to join the Discord and be in the call directly, you can also join with the link I've shared in chat. So we can hit 50 people and everyone knows what's going on with share shows.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, we're going to talk about some item handling. I'll get that ready. 1 second. Boom. There we go.
Yes. That is going to be plans for improving item stack handling. So changing the name and description at runtime is the first one. Obviously, the feature of that was just recently added, right? So some of you might have seen that, and that is also backed by the metadata on the stacks. And currently, the metadata does also allow you to do quite a few things. So basically, the question was, is there a planned API for item variants with unique properties per item stack, modifiers, levels, rarities per drop? We've had a couple of these pop up in the past. I know that a lot of people want this, but basically, yeah, the per stack metadata is already supported. So it should be fairly straightforward for a mod to implement the ability to read metadata from an item stack to, to do damage modification. However, some things might be more complicated, right? So stat modifications is what Zero specifically pointed out might be complicated. But yeah, you can store your own data on the items and the item stacks. So there's just no built-in way for the stats to change right now. But there's no reason why a mod couldn't implement something. But he also said, I'm sure we'll want that kind of a thing at some point anyways. So
we hit 50 people.
Oh, Zero's not here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because Zero also joined.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay. We're just gonna read his answers. It's gonna be fine.
Since we hit 50 people, guys, I'm gonna finally give you what you want.
Oh boy. See, this is what we have to reward people. It is what it is. We have to do that.
I'm gonna read this one, alright? Because
Go for it. Go for it. This is exciting stuff.
Okay, shared source. They've said that all the tech is ready, and as you all know that they're waiting on legal stuff. But Here's the mechanism on how you guys will actually get access. There will be a private GitHub organization, and then you can go on the account management portal, accounts.hytale.com, and then you can click a button and enter your GitHub username. You're gonna get an invite from the um, thing. Or from the organization, and then you'll be able to read only. It's going to be read only at the start, and you're not going to be able to accept PRs at launch. Okay, guys, you're making me laugh now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And it is not in the document, but they do plan on having PRs from like known people from the community, but it's not confirmed yet. It's just something that they're looking at implementing maybe. And if you
Yeah.
guys can
So
read the last sentence, we're gonna
yeah.
get it first. But
Yeah.
we're
I
going to
mean,
get it to
basically
test
just
out the
making
workflow
sure
and make sure
everything
everything
works.
works. Yeah.
Exactly. But generally speaking, though, it's gonna be very interesting indeed. And yeah, it's coming. I mean, I've said this for months at this point as well. Legal stuff just takes a lot of time, sadly. And I do understand. You know, they just want it to be like airtight in terms of legal stuff. So it does make a lot of sense. But yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting indeed. And I think that's gonna be a big one. I think that's gonna be a big one. And yeah,
it's going to be on GitHub. Yeah.
It's true, I did say that. How do you make the quote thing so quickly?
There's a thing. There's a bot.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. I have a game studio class at my university. It's been 6 years and legal still hasn't approved the Steam page. Wow. Okay, well that's
It's fine, guys.
I guess that also
Now you
depends on
got-
how much money you put into the lawyers, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you guys want to move on to something? What's spicy?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we have like a whole bunch of stuff still. I mean, I know that this is like the one thing that a lot of people are asking for, but we are definitely moving towards it rolling out. I mean, soon TM as per usual.
Soon TM, yeah.
But yeah,
Always.
let's go. Let's see what we have next.
The screenshot didn't save. Give me a moment.
Yeah, no worries. That's okay. We had some last minute edits, so sometimes there's like one
I'm just going to share
that
3 questions at once this time. Enjoy, guys.
Yes. Just make sure this is the right ones. It's fine. We don't have like any. We don't. Yeah. No. I think that those should be fine. Those should be fine. Those are good.
And there we go. Boom.
Yes, that is those ones. That is yes. Those are good. Indeed, right. The first one, can we improve how anchor points for mounts are set up? So basically picking a bone to attach to the player. Now, this is a pain point that they are aware of, but there's some technical complexity here because at the moment, the server does not understand animations or animation states. So there's no way to understand where the bone is to attach the player's position correctly or do any sort of position validation. So obviously, this would be really cool, but given the fact that there's a complexity there, it's probably going to be a bit. And then slightly added to it as well. Today, there's a single mount offset in the configuration, which is a bad solution. Ideally, it uses an attachment point where the player is animated with the mob itself instead of being at a fixed location. Does make a lot of sense. But yeah, that's the first one when it comes to mounts. Then we get WorldGen V2. This one's really interesting. So WorldGen V2 currently uses a 2D Biome Map, but with cubic chunks coming, I think everyone knows what the cubic chunks are, right? The idea is that to have infinite world height in the future. And the question here is that will we get a 3D Biome Map? So Zero said, as we add the ability to have basically infinite height, literally what I just said, it definitely makes sense to also have biomes vertically. So it's definitely a thing we'll look at improving as we go through. I think that's really freaking cool. I mean, I could just imagine. I mean, I don't know, man. The possibilities there are just so freaking cool. You can even going with like huge mountains. You go up the mountain, you can make it literally easily changeable, and I don't know. It's just so cool to just have the ability to then change this. Oh man, I mean, that's gonna be a big one. Bread, that's nice, nice bread. But we're not talking about bread. We're talking about mod packs. Okay, so are we getting mod packs either via CurseForge or built-in solution? So we are building and shipping the mod browser in an upcoming update. So upcoming update means any of the following ones, right? This is I don't know. I doubt that it's going to be update 6. It's an upcoming update with the potential to integrate some form of getting mods in a bundled experience. So mod packs are definitely useful, and we know that we want to do it, but there's nothing currently planned, right? So this was actually dev/null. Saying that I foresee a Steam Workshop-like subscribe model where curators bundle mods that you can subscribe to. I think that's a good. It might be a good enough solution for the time being, but some amount of mod pack bundling obviously has to be the case, because I do think that it makes sense to make it real easy to just use it in single players for mod packs. But yeah, that's mod packs. I'm guessing it'll integrate with Steam Workshop eventually with a Steam launch. No idea, but could very well be the case. I mean, I think they just used it as an example of how it could feasibly look like. I also suggested something like that RimWorld does, where you just have like a JSON file that you literally save, and it just saves the order of mods that are being loaded and what mods are loaded for like a really, really quote unquote easy solution. Which is more hacky than anything else. To be fair, though, that would be a little bit hacky. But I guess it would still be better than nothing at all, right? That's like the case. A full map pack feature is a bit more complicated than just a list of mods. It would need configuration overrides. That's true. I guess that's true. I mean, that's why I said, how RimWorld does it, where I don't know if you need like configuration overrides, at least there. But yeah, that's fair. But yeah, that's the idea. Will the bundle mod let us make our own custom bundles or no? As in, like, I don't understand the question, but that's okay. I'm super excited for the in-game mod browser. I mean, it's definitely a thing that Simon talked about a lot. I think Slikey also talked about. So there's definitely quite a few things that they wanna do there. But yeah, there it is. Nice, good stuff. Do you have the next slide?
Yep. 1 second. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
We really should have just used slideshow, a PPT or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Like we said, we had it's like we are still setting up stuff like 3 seconds before joining. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, if there's not a little bit of scuff, then it's not real. Okay,
it's not a HytaleModding thing if it's not scuffed, man.
Well, I mean, just in general, right? That's like we have to be a little bit
There we go.
Alrighty, we get ourselves the splines. Any plans on adding splines to the game? Well, we talked about this a little bit before, but basically the idea is splines are something that we will probably have earlier. They show up in 2 places already: the new server-side Machinima system, which we literally just talked about, and spline-conforming blocky models, where, and this is a quote, "the rendering is kind of easy, but how do we actually want to configure it is the harder part." So that's the idea on splines. There's going to be splines coming. What are splines? Aren't splines like just like God damn it, how do you explain that? Oh, they're splines. They are not. They are freaking. Oh, come on. Pacific Bite, anyone? They're splines for real. Yeah, there you go. They're curves. Yeah, exactly. Curves. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. They are a line that's not straight. Okay. Can we get some gauge in chat for that? No, I'm kidding. It's all good. Okay. Let's move on. I'm in a silly mood today, okay? I'm in a silly mood today. Anyway, the next question was, will the systems support microblock chiseling, breaking blocks down into 1/8 or 1/16 voxels? So that was a question that I really wanted to know as well, because I think that that's really freaking cool. And right now, they are saying that if we don't do it for gameplay, then they will probably, you will be able to make a mod for this. And if this tech is in for movable structures, then basically they want to make sure that they have a scaling component so that you can make like teensy movable structures. So something akin to microblock chiseling, like, yes, so chisel and bits, kind of like that. I thought someone was already working on that. I think it should already be possible with the current tech. Might be slightly more complicated, but I'm not sure. But yes, it should be doable. But yeah, they will probably not do it for themselves. But yeah, what about the inverse? Like really big stuff? Well, I mean, scaling would infer that you can either do like a 0.25 to scale it to 25% of the size, or if you do like a 0.5, all of a sudden it's 5x the size, which would be kind of crazy, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about any of that, but it's it does seem like that's a pretty interesting thing.
Okay, are we guys ready for the next slide?
Yeah. What are we also just check in over here? What are we thinking so far? Okay, good questions and good answers, or do we need to take a breather? See, that's what I mean, right? That's take a breather. Let's take like 2 minutes, okay? Like that's fine. Like we had so much input already, right? Do we have an NPC question? I think I asked an NPC question. I have to double check, but I think we do. Yeah, but I did ask an NPC question. I do have to just double check. It's like a little bit of a different. It's I don't know if it goes that much into detail about what you're interested in Pacific Bite, but there is. Oh no, there is actually one. There is actually one, but I think I have to get you that question, the image to Neil just in a second. It's fine. It's okay. So what was this with multitasking? Yeah, but I'm not sure. Okay, I know, but let's just see. Let me just double check. Yeah. It's okay. So, but we have one more though, right? Before we need to do any. I think we have like two. I think we have
a couple
at least one or two more.
We have we talked about.
Oh, the NPCs actually. I already sent the NPC one. Oh, we're totally fine, guys. It's totally good.
Yeah, NPCs, right? I should talk about the NPC one. Okay, I'm opening one.
Yeah. Those one we definitely have.
We are definitely not ready for this.
Listen, we do it live, okay?
Yep.
Didn't someone literally didn't someone put the GIF in here as well? I'll do it live.
Of course.
Just turn that thing on and do it live. Exactly, there it is. Oh, that's such an old clip, man. I think many people were not even alive when that came out, but that's okay. I don't know if I was alive when that came out, actually. Regardless, NPCs and quests. So, can the NPC system change NPCs in real time? So, texture, size, and attributes without respawning. So, Zero said there is no reason why it shouldn't be possible to either be able to change their appearance by swapping out the model and its transform to be scaled larger. And he actually said that he's confident that some NPCs have the ability to switch their appearance. But if it doesn't work, then a small reproducible NPC configuration would let us confirm whether it's a bug or just a limitation that shouldn't exist. So that should definitely be a thing. And then one thing that I was really interested in is a quest system, and I think that that's really cool. So as we get closer to adventure mode, and we diversify, and the NPC system is diversified, is there a quest system that is planned? Now, there is already an objective system in the code base. If you haven't seen it, you can take a look at it. It's the objective plugin. It has like all the hallmarks of a quest system. So it is abandoned, but it either makes a reappearance in dungeons, or they might introduce like a new design sort of in this whole thing. But yes, it is. There is a thing there. I used it. It's not that bad. Yeah, I think they just wanna. They're just not quite sure what they're gonna do. For the NPCs, there is an action appearance already from. So it's possible to change the model. It just doesn't have the scale override at the moment. We'll look at that. There you go. That's from Zero. That's awesome stuff. But yeah, the question then is just: are there going to be implied quests? Right. So craft this, gather this, and then you're done, or is it like explicit quests where you enter a portal and then you see like on the HUD you have to fight 100 Chorks or something like that? That's like a design question, not really for the modders. But then the most important point here is that any system they introduce for quests, modders will 100% be able to hook into. And yeah, right now, if you want quests right now, you can use the objective system or the objective plugin over here, which would work today. But yeah, and it also should come with comments once the shared sources are there. So you're gonna find like 10-year-old comments or something like that from Slikey in there. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be actually like I do wonder. Surely you cleaned up some of the comments, right? Or were there like comment wars in the old code base? Oh, that would be crazy. Because this is like a subreddit for like funny comments, right? Anyone knows about that? Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I mean. Exactly this one, right? I wrote this code, yes. Now only God knows. That's exactly what I mean, right? These types of comments. Programmers can't comment.
I'm sure they're cleaning up a lot of comments, man. I'm sure they're cleaning up a lot. I wonder if there's
anything. That would be really funny. That would be really funny.
Oh, we are not supposed to leak this. We gotta clean this up. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Carpenter is really just doing everything this time.
Yeah, it's totally fine, man. It's totally fine. I mean, listen,
abilities.
It's like this is ability. Yes, ability. Do you plan on adding the ability to have different mods per world? There is currently no plan to support this kind of feature because the trade-off would cause more complexity and more performance issues for the asset system. So with other improvements to the asset system, it should really not be a problem to have multiple mods on a server and just not use some in some worlds. So this is more of an issue with how modders develop their mods so they can be used in some worlds. There is also a further question how our ECS system currently handles system registration, which does limit the ability for Java mods to avoid registering a specific system in a specific worlds. So it would be a per world mods would be a pain as a mod developer. Yeah. So that's fine. Also, I think there was a long time ago, but it got cleaned up. There's probably still some things. Okay, well, the first thing that has to happen when the sources are here, we go through every single comment. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I'm just memeing, guys. I'm just memeing. It would be funny if there was like a really funny sort of thing anywhere in there.
Okay, guys. And next up, I guess this is our last question.
Let me see.
Here we go.
Yeah, so there's node editor indeed. So that is the node editor. Is the node editor done, or are more tools and nodes coming? World V2 is not performant enough yet and needs many more features, so it's continuously going to get more and more features. The node editor is a prototype, and it was actually never originally meant to be publicly released, and it will move into the asset editor itself. This is, of course, definitely future music, right? We're not. This is not like a thing that's gonna happen in like the next update, I assume. But I think just generally speaking, for the NPC editor, no news. I mean, the NPC editor, I think the same sort of thing kind of applies in that I'm pretty sure they don't really want to they don't really want to keep it. Well, the thing that they released, the NPC editor they released, wasn't even supposed to be released at all. It was like a super internal, crazy, and crazy internal sort of example. So I'm pretty sure that's why it's slightly scuffed, basically. But yeah. I would love for the node editor to be an in-game window as opposed to tabbing out. I think that is the sort of the point, like long-term vision, right? I mean, we're talking like, I think I'm going to probably say years in my, I guess, is where similar to the trigger volumes, I think they do want to move so many things inside of the engine / inside of the game. It's just one of those things where it's just taking quite a long time, right? And also, it obviously depends on how the interfaces are structured, how the GUI is structured, and just in general on how everything there works. But yeah, having multiple different editors obviously is not. Yeah, I sometimes have 2 and 3 or 2 to 3 asset editors for different servers worlds at the once. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, basically, I do think that that's gonna be a thing.
I was able to find one more question from the depths.
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
The social integration. Alrighty, that is the. Let me double check over here. Yeah, so social integration. We plan to have Hypixel style deep social integration. The whole ecosystem should benefit rather than each server reinventing it. The party system is coming. This party system is coming online soon. Bing, bing, bing. And the goal is in a later update when mini games and short-lived experiences ship that players from a party system. Players can form a party and then start them with parties basically extensible to other servers. So you can queue up as a party across servers, and this would unlock rapid replayability. The mod browser will include creator profiles tied to the main profile system. So yeah, basically you're gonna go in and you're gonna have parties, and the way that I understood it is sort of like you can I don't know, rank up with your party. You know, you can do like we're gonna have like, I don't know, party rank. I don't know if party rankings are a thing. I'm just inventing like ideas that could be feasible. Well, but at the very least, you can go into like cool experiences and be like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Neil should vibe code the party system. Yeah, I agree. That's a good idea.
Stop it, bro.
That's gonna be good. you said once that you vibe code and now it's over, right? Now it's just it's a meme, right? It is what it is.
I just literally downloaded Codex that day and said I'm vibe coding.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think we ran out of questions. There will be more questions and more answers on the website after it's out. We're going to make an announcement and a tweet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So there's still a couple of things. There's still a couple of things that are still interesting. Like I said, there's I would say there's like about, I don't know, like a handful or something like that. Maybe a couple more questions that are gonna be interesting. But we just need to clean the rest up over here. Like I said, it was a little bit of a time. Any news on the blocky model node count? Let me actually double check over here. No, we do not. There's no. No, it was answered, but we don't have a clear on that.
Yeah. Let me check. Okay, so I mean, we have 18 minutes left. If Zero wants to come around and just answer 1 or 2 questions.
Yeah, whatever works. Someone summons Zero to answer. Zero is literally in chat right now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Yeah, I did a little digging after we had a chat about the node limit, and there is a limit that we're basically running into that prevents us from bumping it at the moment on like older graphics cards, where they won't let us upload a buffer bigger than a certain size. So that's where we're kind of hitting some of that. But yeah, we know it's a frustration, and we definitely want to improve that in the future. So
there you go, guys. That's a scoop for ya. My 9070 appreciates it. Okay, that is yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That is extremely fair. Let me see.
If you guys have some questions, put them in bold and put them like this. Add the format, and
Very hyped for
we can
update
take
6 and beyond.
one
Oh,
or two questions.
100%.
Yeah, I guess probably.
I think I'm like
Do you-
super. I'm super excited. I think it's super exciting to see all the next things coming. Let's
Yes,
see.
I'm actively looking into the performance stuff at the moment, Oscar. That's why the pre-release was semi-late. There was like a bunch of things happening
Yeah.
at once.
Zero, you should confirm the models warning section so you can publish it.
I think it's been working on it.
No, I
There's
have
like
it.
100 things
If
that
you
are happening at the same time.
he needs to wake a machine. Can we wake Machine Breaker up? Wake him up.
Sleeping
guys.
again? No. What? Crazy stuff right here. Rake the machine. True. Actually, true.
He's gonna smash the monitor, bro. don't be in caps.
The machine broke
There
and
was a
now it's
question
sleeping.
about
Maybe. Yep.
the current like UI system support. The common UI will the existing common UI break with update 6, or will there be dual support for the UI systems for a bit? I'm assuming this is asking specifically about like Noesis and the current server UIs.
I would assume, yeah.
That we want to support both of them side by side for a while because we know that a lot of mods are currently using the custom UIs. So we will have both of them supported, and then eventually, like we'll let you know way ahead of time when we look at
Yeah, I
deprecating
think
and
we didn't talk
removing
about it
build systems.
in the Q&A, but like, do you have an estimate of how long you're gonna give, or how many updates you're gonna give to the devs to move away from .uis to Noesis? Like just an estimate.
We don't have any idea at the moment, but like we know that it's used a lot, so we don't want to
It's not gonna be
rush.
like, yeah, it's Noesis. Yeah, you have one update to move away.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, okay. That's good.
Right.
Pacific Bytes asks if there are any plans for NPC debug tools.
I'm not sure. There's definitely, I know there's some areas where there's a couple little tools here and there that have been made, but there's definitely more that can be done to make that easier. Like I think we talked about this in our when we had a chat briefly. Like there's certain things where we want to eventually expose more information about like what the NPC is doing, so it's easier to understand what's going on in the behavior tree and stuff like that. So yeah, there definitely is things that we want to do there. It's just there's other things we want to do before we add more debug UIs like that.
Are you guys planning to? I guess they have asked if you're planning to add more player count load optimization. Like, I think Machine Breaker is doing this, but are you? I'm like in the foreseeable future. Like,
Yeah, I mean we're actively working on performance. Like we know it's definitely a pain point for some people. If you have more information, like if you have profiles or specific information about like hotspots, like things that are actually causing problems for you, like we're absolutely happy to take a look and see if there's like specific places we should be doing things. But generally speaking, like we are working on improving performance across the server and the client. So there will be changes here and there as we continue working on that.
Okay, yeah.
You can always poke Machine Breaker.
Of course, yeah. We're gonna bug Machine Breaker about it because why not? Yeah, I think the Spark profiler right now doesn't show much since it's multi-threaded. I'm not sure. I think some people had issues with that. Not sure, yeah.
I'd need to look into it.
Yeah, I mean, without any actual like profiler ID or something, you can't do much. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
definitely go for
Blovian. Yeah,
Spark.
he had the issue because we're building the physics engine, and I guess I should not talk much about it, but he had some issues with Spark. You didn't? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, yeah.
You can always poke Machine Breaker.
I'll finally play it with trigger volumes, but they don't appear to work in World Gen. Will that be changed?
I think trigger volumes is a pretty new feature. They're going to
Yeah, that's true.
like I know about this because they're going to iterate on it like quite a bit. Like they want to add more conditions. I'm not sure Zero if he's handling that part, but I've Simon told me that they want to add more conditions and more like things you can like more things you can do with the world, like setting blocks. I think that's been added or something. But yeah.
Yeah, we definitely like it. It has the ability to do quite a bit of things at the moment. We just want to find that line where we've added stuff that is useful, but we don't go too far where we basically have a really complicated system that's trying to effectively be scripting, because we know that we actually want to have visual scripting, right? So we need to find this area where it makes sense to have certain features now so that people can do things, but we don't go so far that we have to basically undo work by the time we get that.
Someone also asked if you're planning to remove the old events, like the bucket type events that we have right now, and completely move to ECS systems and events.
Probably not everything. The way that they've sort of been approached is the events are more like async, they're outside of the worlds, whereas the stuff that's in the ECS is more within a world. So
Yeah.
they're kind of useful in specific context.
Yeah, I mean, remove majority of the bucket events. I guess that's what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, for the things where it makes sense, moving them into the ECS and having everything sort of centralized around that does make sense. So yeah, it's definitely on a case-by-case basis kind of thing.
Yeah, the trigger volume tool is not as appreciated as it should be. Like, it's a really powerful tool.
It's brand new. People
Yeah.
will learn and figure out what's going on. There's
Well,
definitely a lot that is doable with it. I'm excited to see what people whip up.
Definitely.
also, QBTech said for the longest time I thought trigger volume was just sound triggers.
Yeah, that's what I replied to.
Yeah, oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, that I feel like that's maybe a couple of people who are not necessarily sure what that means might be like, what am I supposed to do with sounds?
There's a question about Vulkan versus OpenGL. Like, yes, we absolutely want to modernize our rendering stack. OpenGL is effectively unsupported, so
I think
that's where a
I
lot
think
of the
yeah, but you guys like it's not going to be moving to Vulkan like very soon, right? Or
no, like we have, like I've mentioned a few times, like we have basically a bunch of work to get out of the way, to be able to do other things that we want to do, right? And one of those is like making code changes so that we can look at things like modernizing the rendering API so that we can get away from the current limitations that the engine has. And so there's like, we could just throw things together and try and kind of make it work, but we want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for the future as well. So we're going through and looking at like, how can we do this sort of in a good way so that we're going to set ourselves up to be able to work on this long term, right? Like it needs to stand the test of time.
it's really awesome, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I know some people don't like reading the blog posts, and I want to share a video of the trigger tools in from the blog post if someone has not seen it yet. Take a look at this, guys. It's from the blog post. And you should definitely look at it and like try to read if you want. Even if you don't want to read the blog post, it's really nice. Gives
Yeah.
tons of information on the trigger volume tool.
Also, just insane what is possible with that. Like, it's just mind blowing in a lot of ways. Like, it's so cool.
Yes. We're just going to be glazing trigger volume tools now.
Listen, I mean, if
It's
there's
a great
cool
tool.
tools that are coming out, yeah, exactly. Then
Definitely,
you know,
yeah.
it's like if it deserves the glaze, then it deserves the glaze. I mean,
Definitely does, yeah.
entire solar systems, Joe, entire solar systems. Listen, I mean, it's and we're still just in the beginning. I mean, when I think about sort of, you know, what Slikey and Zero and the team are sort of envisioning, and Simon with their like long term vision, I mean, I think we just scratched the surface of what's like possible.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, there we have it. It's gonna be crazy with the social stuff. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Are we moving into closing it, Neil? What are we thinking?
I think, yeah, it's 3 minutes left.
All
We
right.
can talk about
Awesome
our
stuff.
future plans with the town halls and stuff.
Yeah. So overall, so first of all, was the second town hall also good? I know the sequel is always like a rough one, although
Yeah.
I always know that the third one, that's always the one where we gotta look out for. But you know, I like the better question format with this one. All right, fair enough. That's okay. Yeah, pretty neat. All right. Yeah, and so we also sat down again, Neil and I, and we decided that we're going to push the modding town halls to every month. So we're gonna target the last Thursday of every month. Reasoning it's gonna be way more dense in terms of the amount of
Content.
information that we can deliver,
Yeah.
and also you know, makes the scheduling just a little bit nicer. Also probably is going to make it much more likely that Hytale Dev can excuse me, can join, because having people you know, every like them offering an hour or ish every 2 weeks is, it feels a little bit you know, a little bit rough, but once every month or so, maybe we can do that. Time slot is also good. I personally think that time slot is great. I mean, Neil lives in a completely different time anyway at this point, beyond his time zone, I'm pretty sure. But it's rough when it comes to time zones one way or another, right? Because it's gonna be one of those things that's gonna be almost impossible to get properly done with everyone.
We shouldn't worry about my time zone. We just worry about your
All right.
stuff.
But yeah, that's the idea. So
since today is like the last Thursday, I guess I'm gonna turn the event to a recurring one and post an announcement 1 week before the event, so you guys can check your own time zones. It's probably going to be around the same time every month, but we might have to change it up once a while. But yeah, so we should see you on the 25th of June if everything is right.
Yep, so pretty good. And the rest, the question that we talked about, and some more, like Neil said, will be published on HytaleModding.dev. So those are going to be available at some point. Give Neil a little bit of a break, okay? My man's been working around the clock, so give him some time to finish that up.
Yeah, I should probably have the website ready to go very soon.
Awesome stuff. Nice.
Yeah, there you can find the town hall recorded there if you missed at the starting. And of course, like the starting of the first 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you can find on the website because we just went through the answers. And I'll be posting an announcement about that if anyone missed it. Okay, that sounds good.
Good stuff. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. And yeah, hope this was interesting to you all. I think the questions and answers were awesome. And yeah. All right. I would say until next time.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.